Alright, you guys, a brand new Season 4 update has officially hit COD Mobile, and with this being said, I decided to give you guys the top 5 best weapons for this Season 4 update, because obviously there were some buffs and nerfs that occurred. But before we do get on with the video, I do want to say a few things. First thing being first, I have officially started face cam videos once again, so you guys will be expecting a face cam when this video starts. Second thing being is that I have officially started a live stream channel, so if you guys want to check that out, link will be at the top of the description or maybe under it. It will also be pinned. I will be live streaming scrims and tourneys whenever I am able to do. And last thing is that this video is officially sponsored by Call of Duty Mobile, so huge shout out to them for sponsoring this video, and let's get on with the action. Alright guys, I'm going to be making this short and simple for you guys, so I don't take too much of your guys' time. But before we do get on with the top 5 list, I'm going to be giving you guys these 2 weapons that I personally think do deserve a honorable mention. And starting off at number 1, we obviously have the SKS. Now, the SKS isn't really my kind of style, mainly because the SKS requires you to camp, hold angles, and power positions, which means you're supposed to hold those long angles and be away from those close range gunfights. And obviously, I don't like doing that because I personally love slaying out and going for those close range kills with my SMGs and hybrid ARs. But if you guys do prefer the SKS and want to give it a shot, the attachments I would recommend using for this setup is obviously the tactical suppressor, the MIP extended light barrel, the FMJ, the operator foregrip, the extended mag A, and if you guys want, you guys can replace the FMJ for something else like a stock. But in my opinion, the FMJ is gonna be worth it since you guys are gonna be wanting to wall bang those crazy spots that you guys see in those videos. Now, the second honorable mention I do have for you guys, and this is for all those sniper lovers out there, it is gonna be none other than the DLQ. Now, me personally, I do believe this sniper right here is overall the best because of the bullet penetration it has through walls, and the overall feel of it just feels way better than the Locust. And that is, like I said, just my opinion, but it is not for me because I know I cannot snipe to save my life. I think I only ever made one sniping video on my channel. But if you guys do want to give my setup a try, feel free to use it. It is the OWC Light Suppressor, the MIP Lights, the YKM Combat Stock, the OWC Light Tactical, and last but not least, we do have the Extended Mag A. Now, this right here is an ADS build because obviously you want to be the quickest and the fastest person to get your ADS out before any other weapon does. And let's be real, it is going to be pretty easy because it is a one-shot, one-kill weapon. The only thing you need to do is just have that aim that you guys want. Now that we're done with the honorable mentions, we can get on with the official top 5 list. And starting off at number 5, we have the one, the only, the Type 25, which was actually my favorite AR when it was a meta. Unfortunately, it did receive some nerfs, making it not so great, but it is still viable enough to be in the top 5 list. And if you guys want to use this, it is really good for those mid-range to long-range battles, and is actually really good for close-range hip fire. But I wouldn't really recommend using it for close range because you have weapons that are far better in close range, like the CBR and the MAC-10. But enough of that. The attachments that I would recommend using for this weapon is the Monolith Suppressor, the MIP Light Barrel Short, the RTC Steady Stock, the OWC Tactical, and the 38 round extended mag. This is a very good setup for the long range and ADS build of some sort. But without further ado, let's get on with number 4. Now, up on number 4, and this might be a surprising one for you guys, it is gonna be the M13. Now, me personally, I do love the M13, but unfortunately with the recent buffs, it didn't really affect it as much, but it did slightly affect it to the point where it won't be like its usual top 3. Now, I still do find enjoyment of using this weapon, mainly because it is really good for pre-firing into spraying and praying, which is what I like to do. Plus, it is actually a very good AR to compete against those close range fights with the SMGs. But if you guys do want to use my setup to see how it feels, feel free to use this one right on the screen right here, which is the RTC Silencer Barrel, the classic red dot sight, the RTC Assault Tactical, Autobus Tactical, and the .300 RTC double stack 40 round reload. Now if you guys would like, you guys can feel free to change the ammunition to put the 60 mag to pre-fire if you guys like wasting your bullets, but me personally, this is the one I like using. And plus it is the default variant, so if you guys do have the mythic, you guys don't need to use the classic red dot. You guys can just put that away and just add a rear grip. But no more talking, let's get on with number 3. Now up on number 3, we do have the CBR4, and in my opinion, I personally find that the CBR4 is probably the most flexible in terms of the ranges when it comes to an SMG. Not only is it good in close range, it is also amazing at mid-range and actually pretty decent at long range depending on how you make the build. But if you guys would like to know, my build is actually the monolith suppressor, the MIP extended light barrel, the YKM light stock, the OW Slithers tactical, and last but not least, the granulated grip tape. And that is the attachment that you guys should use in order to get the extra registration on those long range guns fights to make it viable enough to compete against some ARs. But this is not going to take away from the fact that it is not my best SMG, nor is it my favorite one. My favorite SMG ever is obviously still going to be the MX9, and that is obviously because of the movement. But this isn't about the MX9. You guys are here to hear what the number 2 best weapon in season 4 is, so let's get on with that number. Up on number 2, and this may or may not come to a surprise for you guys, and that is gonna be the Kilo. Now everybody is questioning, why am I putting the Kilo on number 2 if it did receive a bunch of nerfs? But as surprising as this sounds, even though the Kilo did receive a bunch of nerfs, the Kilo is still viable enough to be top 3. The only difference that makes the Kilo feel different is the fact that it can no longer 3-shot in close range when you do headshot them, and the main reason being is because they did decrease the headshot multiplier. But everything else with the Kilo still feels kind of similar, making it viable. So if you guys still want to hold those lanes and get those head glitch kills, make sure you guys use this weapon right here, because it is still gonna be a monster. Now my setup for this weapon is obviously the monolith suppressor, the nose stock, the OW Slithers tactical, the extended mag A, and last but not least the granulated grip tape, just so you guys get the extra registration for those long range gunfights. And last but not least, we do have the official number 1 gun, which in my opinion is by far the best SMG. You guys can already guess what it is. It is the MAC-10. Now the MAC-10 is by far the best close range SMG that we've ever seen in terms of time to kill. I think it's even far better than the MX9. And for some reason, the MAC-10 is an absolute beam for mid-range as well, if you guys do know how to control recoil and have the proper setup, which is why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys and to give you guys the best setup. So if you guys would like to use this, feel free to do so. It is the agency suppressor, the 6.5 rifling barrel, the SAS combat stock, the BO4 grip, and last but not least, we do have the 43 round fast reload. Now this might be slightly different than my actual MAC-10 video that I made for you guys, and the reason for that is because the one I made with the video is a very strong close range MAC-10 setup. But if you guys want to beam people from mid-range, this is the one to use. And obviously I would still recommend using Gunko and make a beautiful combo out of that, since you can hip fire and reload faster when you are running, and cook your nades and trophy systems faster as well. Anyways guys, I hope you guys did enjoy today's top 5 video for Call of Duty Mobile. Huge shout out once again to Call Mobile for sponsoring this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to drop that sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one.